Hello there! Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at 10 facts about social media marketing 2022. Stand out from the crowd when you simply act normally. Boosting your company cognizance and your engagement requires time to think, superb planning, and of course the information of the social media interesting records in 2022. For certain, it takes a little time to see the favored outcomes. However, the information of the social media information and having the fantastic equipment create your armor that you want to get in assault simply in time. Why is social media marketing essential for your small business? Social media has a lot of effect on our day-by-day lives. The way that we have interaction with our cherished ones and even with our customers when we're requested about the matters that are developing exponentially around us. There is no denying that most of us will factor social media. It is honestly everywhere. It is the massive ocean that you want to pass. With the information about social media that we're going to provide an explanation for in this video, you will with any luck study how to sail and attain the closest coast to construct your brand's legacy on social media. Another essential query that you want to reply is if it is well worth investing in social media for your business. Should you center your attention on the social media advertising approach in 2022? The reply may want to be located after a cautious evaluation of the behavior and the favorite channels of your customers. But in our opinion, social media have to no longer be omitted in any way. There are many famous social media platforms which have their very own potential, their very own audiences, and their very own dynamics. If you manipulate to analyze all of these one after the other, and in the mild of the social media fascinating fact, you would truly be successful. Undoubtedly, it can be very tough for small corporations to maintain some of the social media records, whilst they have many different duties associated with the boom of the business. Nonetheless, there are top social media assets like Social Bakers, which additionally listing the stats around every and each social media platform. In addition to social media stats and metrics, there are directions some necessary metrics for e-commerce, which are additionally essential for your brand. You can study our associated publish on these metrics from here. Today, we are going to look at the top social media fascinating records for 2022 and how they can assist form your 12 months ahead. We have created this information due to the fact we consider that it will be a splendid thought to share a listen along with the most necessary social media statistics to make matters simpler for your business. Among the giant range of these records about social media, there are some that stand out. Social media advertising is the use of social media systems and websites to promote a product or service. Although the phrases e-marketing and digital advertising and marketing are nonetheless dominant in academia, social media advertising and marketing is turning into greater famous for each practitioners and researchers. Most social media systems have built-in fact analytic tools, enabling agencies to tune the progress, success, and engagement of advert campaigns. Companies tackle a variety of stakeholders through social media marketing, consisting of cutting-edge and practicable customers, modern-day and practicable employees, journalists, bloggers, and the widespread public. On a strategic level, social media advertising and marketing includes the administration of an advertising campaign, governance, placing the scope, example, extra lively or passive use, and the institution of a firm's favorite social media culture and tone. When the usage of social media marketing, companies can enable clients and internet customers to put up user-generated content material, for instance, online comments, product reviews, etc. Additionally, knowledge as earned media as an alternative than use marketer-prepared marketing copy. Before we delve into the different marketing strategies, please subscribe and turn on your notification bell to get notified when we upload more videos. 1. Here are some of the facts. Of all adults with internet access, 71% use social media. Almost 3/4 of adults with internet get entry to additionally have at least one social media account, and 52% of online adults use 2 or more. This ability that no longer only happen in the present day, and doable clients possibly use some structure of social media. However, it is additionally noticeably probable that they're on more than one site. So if you're on the fence about developing builds on such large platforms, the odds are in your choosing that your target market is already there. 2. The common American social media person spends 2.7 hours per day on social media, and the common social media person international spends 2.4 hours per day on social media. This stat doesn't require a good deal of an explanation. However, it's a stable reminder of the steady presence social media has in our lives. Of course, this common is solely of those who have to use social media and doesn't issue in the ones that don't. So it doesn't warranty that your target audience spends nearly 3 hours per day on a website like Facebook and Twitter. But if your target audience is on social media, you possibly locate them on Facebook, which brings me to the next fact. 3. Facebook is nonetheless the most broadly used social media platform. If you only have the sources to be energetic on one platform, or if you're simply having buggers figuring out the place to start, Facebook is your high-quality bet. Despite claims that it's 58% of American adults who use it, making the most extensively used social website by using so far, keeping in idea that this is 58% of all American adults, no longer American social media users or even American internet users. Over half of the adults in the United States of America use Facebook, which is substantial by means of any standard. Plus, as I stated in the stat above, over half of online adults use a couple of social platforms, but the ones that don't, 79% are solely on Facebook. 4. YouTube drives the most engaged visitors of all social sites. As you weigh your social media options, you probably assume of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and possibly Pinterest. But have you regarded YouTube? Although you can also no longer assume of it as a social platform, it drives more engaged site visitors than any other different social sites. Visitors from YouTube remain on websites the longest. They go to most pages and jump much less than referral visitors from any different social platform. So even though it tends to force fewer referrals, you can be positive that with YouTube, you're getting best over quantity. 5. Social commerce income is projected to hold $30 billion in 2015. If you concept that social media was once solely true for enhancing manufacturer awareness, you will be comfortable to recognize that social commerce is projected to attain $30 billion in 2015. That's a 50% extent over 2014. That means that social media income took off over the previous year. This, in all likelihood, has a lot to do with all the new advertising and marketing alternatives that proceed to roll out for businesses. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Pinterest all now provide sponsored or promoted content, and the native layout has certainly delivered results. 6. 54% of B2B entrepreneurs say they've generated leads from social media. One frequent false impression about social media advertising is that it's solely possible for B2C companies. And whilst it takes longer to persuade a crew of decision makers than it does one single consumer, it's essential to take note that ultimately these decision makers are nonetheless shoppers, customers who are probably on social media. It makes sense then that over half of B2B entrepreneurs have generated leads from social media. That being said, it doesn't imply your enterprise wants to begin investing in all social platforms. 7. 80% of B2B social media leads come from LinkedIn. If you're a B2B marketer, you want to be on LinkedIn, it is as easy as that. Considering that 4 out of 5 B2B social media leads come from the platform. It's the apparent preference for groups that desire to take a look at the social media advertising and a no-brainer for those who have the sources to make investments in multiple. Plus, now that 50% of internet customers with a university training are members, it's a useful recruiting device for organizations searching to appoint tech-savvy employees. 8. Only 26% of businesses combine social media into their commercial enterprise strategies. Despite the clear advantages of social media, it's regularly an afterthought for corporations who don't take it significantly as an advertising tool. In fact, solely about a quarter of corporations combine it into their advertising plans. As anyone who has witnessed the outcomes of a stable social approach firsthand, it is tough for me to consider that so many organizations are lacking out the attainable benefits. But if you're on the fence about investing in social media, this is the precise information. Truly integrated into your business's usual advertising approach should put you beforehand of 74% of your competitors. 9. Improved brand loyalty. There are distinct approaches in which social media advertising can assist extend your company loyalty. For example, social media networks permit for direct and almost real-time two-way communication. There can be a relationship except communication. By being there to reply to questions and comments, humans will join with your company greater quickly. Brand loyalty and consumer provider go hand in hand, which is why it is vital to have interaction with your audience. Engagement capability is a whole thing in the world of marketing. Listen to your clients and provide your find to furnish the satisfactory options to any of their issues. It'll assist you construct trustful relationships and get one of the top benefits of social media marketing. 10. Increased brand recognition. Invest a few hours each week on posting and updating your social biz to see and expand your manufacturer exposure. With a special media advertising device that allows you to agenda your posts, you will spend even much less time with a social media advertising and marketing method in check. You will extend your target audience engagement as nicely as your manufacturer visibility. However, when pursuing online presence and recognition, manufacturers have a tendency to make a frequent mistake, making an attempt to do an awful lot online. Avoid placing up bills on various social networks due to the fact it will be lots more difficult to maintain. Always select high quality over quantity. If you're no longer managing to preserve all your social media accounts, you reduce a few out. Focus on one, grasp it, and then cross to the other. Using a social media administration device will be useful in this occasion as well. After you set up a social media profile, join with your social media administration device to begin constructing a following. Each like, tweet, or share will assist to make bigger your manufacturer awareness. In conclusion, social media is a phase of most consumers' day-by-day lives, and from the looks of it, that isn't altering anytime soon. As a marketer, that capability that making use of it as a device isn't in reality non-obligatory anymore, it is really necessary. At the very least, some groups ought to be on Facebook and some agencies ought to be on LinkedIn. And whilst the records above can assist you make knowledgeable selections about how you use the platforms, the fine way to develop your enterprise with them is really to use them. So there you have it, guys. These are 10 facts about social media marketing 2022. So whether or not you want to join social media and bring it up in your business is up to you. Like for us, we think any business that is being put online in social medias will really help you go a long way. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button and also turn on your notification bell to get notified when we post videos like this. Bye for now.